What is going on, everybody? Welcome to JPowell Music. It's been a while since I've had a JPowell Music video here, and first time that I've in a while that I've had a unboxing of a new guitar. This is a Grote Telecaster guitar. This guy was actually on sale for like $77 after the coupon. It's now on sale for $115 before shipping and before tax. So there was a discount on it. So basically, if you do see this guitar, wait for a discount because they might apply another coupon or a discount. So just a heads up there. I'm a little concerned about this box first and foremost, just because there is a dent in this. So hopefully the body of it isn't damaged, because that will impede on some other things that I had in store for this particular guitar. Without further ado, let's check it out. I did pre-cut it, but this is the first time I've seen the guitar. Ooh. I can at least see from a quality control perspective. There's no styrofoam coffin. It's very much similar to the like the gear. Well, not even like the gear, because the gear at least came with a case. This is more like IYV. But like, look at this. Like, you have a styrofoam bed here, but it's like it's moving around. So we'll see if this actually has. Hopefully, it's not damaged. The color doesn't look like the same color that I ordered either, but I'm going to mute the mic for a bit so you don't hear all the styrofoam and stuff. I really hate hearing all of that. And we'll get back into it one second. Okay, so it's actually a darker tone, this orange. Take it out of the box here. It's a lot brighter on Amazon. Let's see. I actually like the feel of it. Okay. I was worried about the corner of it being dented. Doesn't appear to be dented. And it's funny because I had the Stratocaster version of this back in the day. A while ago, I did a video. I think I did a video on it. But it was where the frets were stainless steel. They were stainless steel frets. And I got one of those at that particular time. But those, I don't even think those are available anymore. So all the ones are just nickel frets now, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Let's see. Obviously, it's not going to be in tune, especially when you ship it an item. But as far as for the feel and how everything looks, a couple of scratches here on this. It looks like the neck is in the pocket though. So I mean, it has a very much of an Ibanez type of a pocket here. So that pocket feels really nice. Yeah. That scratch kind of bothers me a bit, but it's $70. The Grote logo there looks okay. And I'm going to be doing, so it looks pretty decent. It looks pretty decent actually for me to consider doing an upgrade on everything. So first thing what I'll do is I'm going to, it looks like it's a top loader. So I got the strings there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test of how the pickups are in general. And I have a feeling that these are microphonic. I think there's a couple of videos saying that they were microphonic. But just for the sake of doing it, I'm going to do a video test just to see how the pickups sound. Tune up the guitar. We'll do a test. And then after that, we will go and I'll show you what I'm going to be using to, mod the guitar. So, one sec. All right, so I got it tuned up. got tuned up here, and definitely some of the things that I've noticed, there are no sprouted frets. It's actually, the frets are actually crowned fairly decent, which is nice to see. I'll play a couple chords here for you. Let's check the intonation. Wow, intonation is not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. This is the neck pickup, by the way. Let's go to the middle. Let's do the bridge. So not bad. Definitely I'll be swapping out the definitely I will be swapping out the pickups. Pickups are pretty cheap, but I mean it's it's a $70 guitar. I'm just still impressed with the fretwork. And the neck doesn't appear to be bowed. It seems to be relatively flat. And the nut, believe it or not, I don't know if this is glued in. I'll find out once I swap the strings out, because the strings are bad. I mean, most guitars like this, the strings are bad because they're $70. It's a $70 guitar. Why would you have premium strings on it? But I mean, I didn't hear any tinging, playing. So the cut of the nut so far appears to be pretty solid. There's a good amount of space there. But yeah, I mean, maybe the action is, I would say I would probably lower it maybe a hair. It's not super high. But I am really impressed with the body. The body is pretty nice. I kind of wish that, because how thick the heel is here, like if this is caved in a little more, it would have been a lot more comfortable. They might as well just made it a square, just a regular square pocket. So I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind if I have better strings on it, then I'll feel more comfortable playing it. But right now it's pretty solid. It's a fairly solid guitar. I thought it was going to be a little more orange, but I kind of like that it's more of a wood grain feel. So let me show you guys what I'm going to be using to swap out, or what swap the pieces out with. And then typically, I would say this is definitely a hobby thing. From a logical perspective, It's really up to you based on the guitar. If you really feel that it's going to, if you like it enough to actually make these type of changes and adjustments. You know, if you guys are familiar with my channel, I have a bunch of videos on swapping out parts. So first thing here, there's some Wilkinson M series pickups here that I'm going to be swapping them out with. Low grade, but they're going to sound better than these in here. The only thing is that this has the silver color out for the neck pickups. It's like, damn it. So I don't have it, you know, matching everything else, but it's fine. But I think these are going to sound a lot better. Wilkinson pickups actually are really solid for the price. Really good budget. One thing that will make a difference is the electronics. So, you know, that one has the cheap, you know, the telly top there. The knobs seem to be okay, but definitely swapping that out. And again, this isn't a black cover, but I have this it's the Lamb Sam, I believe. Yeah, Lamb Sam Tele electronic kit. I've purchased a bunch of these from them just because they're really solid. But you have full size pots, you know, the quarter pots instead of the dime. It's got the orange drop capacitor. See, you're going to get a really mellow kind of a mid-range tone there. Or maybe not mid-range, but a mellow kind of tone. You know, a really solid switch as well. And then you kind of get a traditional Telecaster tip there. So, and then it's got that cloth wire covering. So that'll be really solid for me to swap it out with. I did have a bone nut, but I don't know if I'm going to swap it out with it just because the nut is cut really well. I didn't hear any buzzing when I was playing through it. No tinging. Intonation seems to be okay as is. So I don't know if it's really worth it to do that. So, one thing I will swap it out with is, of course, the tuners. You know, the tuners. So, Music Lily, they have really great stuff. Really great stuff. All this stuff is on Amazon, by the way, that I purchased with it. Of course, I have to use a soldering iron when it comes to the pickups. But back to the tuners, I'm using these Music Lily kidney pickups, or not pickups, Jesus, the tuning keys. They are black, so they will match, you know, the top there. And it's like $12, I think. What I realize is that, you know, these are quality tuners. You know, there's some locking tuners that they do make a difference, but a lot of them I would argue don't. I have some kidney tuners on, and they're not locking, by the way, on some of my other guitars. They stay in tune. So, unless you have like a Floyd Rose or something to that degree, I'm kind of the argument where you don't really need locking tuners. You need good tuners. You know, just because they're locking doesn't mean they're great. And Music Lily has had solid tuners that are not locking. So that's going to be my project here tonight. So this is part one. I'm going to have a part two video that's going to be the guitar finished and do some play tests. And we'll go from there. But again, JPowell Music. Catch you guys next video. Thanks a lot.